Today we are doing a Q&A, get ready with me. I asked you guys on my Instagram and my community page here on YouTube what questions you have to get to know me a little bit better, and boy did you guys send them through. I have so many questions to get through, so this is definitely going to be a long video. Make sure you get like a coffee or a drink or a snack or snuggle up on the couch or do makeup with me, whatever it is, and let's go through and I'm going to answer your questions and put makeup on. So let's do it. Now, you know, before we get started, let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we're so close to 2,000 subscribers. We're like less than 200 away. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Like, I actually cannot believe anyone, I say this all the time, but I truly cannot believe that any one of you clicks subscribe or even watch my videos, let alone even comment me and want to get to know me better and ask questions. Like, actually mind blown. So I just want to say, please know that I truly appreciate every single person that watches, comments, likes my videos, subscribes. Like, all of you just absolutely make my day, and I hope that you understand how much you do make my day. But just know that you do. So thank you. Now let's get started. So I've zoomed you in. I'm gonna put makeup on while I'm answering all of these questions, but I am not gonna talk about the makeup at all, you guys. I will have all of the products listed down below for you if you're interested, but I have too many questions to get through to also explain what I'm doing with my makeup, so I'm just gonna put my makeup on while I go. I am using the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun, not that you could see that, and Sublime. I'm gonna mix these two. You couldn't see that either, but just trust me. Midnight Sun and Sublime, I'm gonna mix them together today for my eye look. Before I start answering questions, I wanna know some answers from you guys. So my questions to you is, what is your favorite food and what is your favorite movie? Okay, pop it in the comments down below. Favorite food, favorite movie. I know those are some fighting words because it's pretty hard to pick the actual answers, but let me know. Let's get started. So the first question, I'm gonna go through my IG questions first. I'm not gonna mention names, just in case you guys don't actually want your name mentioned. But if you do want your name actually mentioned on the channel, like when I do these kinds of videos, can you please just let me know in the comments as well, so that I know next time to make sure I mention your name. So I just don't want to out anyone's privacy or anything like that, just in case. Okay, so Instagram questions first. A lot of you wanted to know what my favorite food was. My favorite food is probably pizza. It's yeah, probably pizza, actually. No, I'm just gonna stick with pizza. I'm gonna be confident in my answer. Pizza is definitely my favorite food. And then if I had to, okay, I have two favorite foods. Two favorite foods. I have to say probably my favorite is donuts. I can't even believe I forgot. I freaking love donuts. Donuts is like my favorite thing in the entire world. And then one of you also asked sweet or salty. Probably salty. Like, if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, probably salty. But I love both as well. Oh, books or movies? That's kind of in the same vein as food, right? Books or movies? Oh. I think books. I love reading, and when I was a kid, I would read books when your mum would drop you to school and stuff in the morning. I would or pick you up in the afternoon. Whenever my mum was driving in the car, I was reading books. I love reading, but I do love movies as well. I definitely love movies. I love everything creative and imaginary. I'm fully an imaginary kind of creative person. Number one spot you want to travel. Number one spot I want to travel. Well, my favorite country to travel to is America. I love America so much. I really do. Everything is just so, I just love that you can go to so many different, I love that you can go to so many different cities in America, and it's just such different vibes. I love everything about America, honestly. I really, truly do. I also love Italy. Italy's a really big favorite of mine. I've been there multiple times as well. I love Italy. But I would say that the number one place I 100% want to get to before I leave this world would be, I think, Antarctica. I really, really want to go to Antarctica. That just really interests me. A lot of you wanted to know what I do for work, because obviously you're always hearing me complain about the fact that work is busy. I'm not going to give too much details around this, just because of the one, privacy on the internet, but two, I do work with, well, actually, I just think more privacy, to be honest with you. I work in travel, but I don't book travel anymore. I used to. Like, I started my career as a travel agent, and I loved that. It's just there's no money in that, really, at least over here. But I love organizing things, you guys. Like, even when you prepare for a holiday, I love like organizing the whole holiday, and then like when I go on it, obviously I love it too, but I love the organization. I feel like I should be like an event planner or something. I feel like that would really suit my personality type. But yeah, I work in travel. I run like a corporate travel department for Australia. So it's a very, like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but it's a very big job. It's a very like, I'm responsible for a lot of people, and I'm responsible for a lot of important accounts. So it's a very high pressure, high demanding job. And that's pretty much it. It's stressful. It's a stressful job. It's not a cozy job or a comfy job or anything like that. It is very, very high demanding. Are you married? No, I am engaged. I got my ring back finally, which I'm so excited about. But yes, I just recently got engaged, and I know another question that I saw was, how long have you and your partner been together? We've been together 7 years. We had our 7-year anniversary in September last year. So we've been together a while. I know another question was how old am I? I'm 31. About, like, I turn 32 next year, which is in the description box, by the way, you guys. Like, my skin type and stuff, there's a lot of stuff in the description box you probably don't know is there. Favorite music type or artist? Oh, I'm really one of those people that loves listening to all types of music, except for kind of like rock. I don't really like rock music or like that style, like bandy type music. That sounds weird, but yeah. I'd say my favorite type is like house music. I love Steve Aoki. I love Dimitri Vegas and like Mike, like Tomorrowland, EDC, all those kinds of things. I really like, I love that type of music. I love a good beat. But I also am, you know, typical. I love Taylor Swift. I do love Taylor Swift. I love Beyonce. Dua Lipa is my new one. I love her. So I live at country music, freaking love country music, love Luke Combs, Florida Georgia Line, all of it. I love so many, it depends on the mood, you know what I'm saying? Do you have any pets? Do they annoy you when you're doing your makeup like mine does? Yeah. Ralph just walked in the room right now, so if you start hearing noises, that is my little Ralphie. I have 2 cats, Ralph and Elvis. Elvis was my first cat. We've had him 7 years as well. We got him when we were like together, and Ralph is only like 7 months old, so he's still a little kitten, but he's already bigger than Kingston because he's a ragdoll, so that's insane. A lot of you guys, actually one of my most requested comments is, when are we going to see the cats? I will try and take some video and I will insert it right now for you guys so that you can see the cats. They are adorable, I'll agree. And also, if you do want more cat content, follow me on Instagram, because basically my stories are just my cats. Because they're just too adorable. If you could create, oh, I like this question. If you could create a makeup collection with any brand, who would you want to collab with? Pat McGrath. 1,000,000% Pat McGrath. Oh my gosh, I would love to collab with her. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the privilege of collabing with Pat McGrath? My God. So I think the last question that I got from Instagram, and then we'll move on to the YouTube ones, is what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? I started with Instagram. So I've been doing this, I want to say 4 or 5 years. I can never, like, it's been so long that I actually can't even remember. I think I'm coming up to my 5th year, sorry. I think I'm coming up to my 5th year on Instagram. Travel's always been like my first love, at least while I was younger. And then I like, some of you may know from one of my videos or a couple of my videos, but I have endometriosis, and I've been on the pill my whole life for it. But when I got to like 24, 25, I just really wanted to come off the pill because it was making me crazy. I decided to come off the pill, and then from my pill I had like perfect skin. Like, I really did. I got 1 pimple, if that, every so often. And when I came off the pill, you obviously get really bad skin, which I had never had before. Then because my skin was really bad, I needed to like figure out kind of how to cover the acne properly and stuff, and I wanted to learn properly. So I watched a video of Kristen Dominique applying foundation and how to apply foundation, and I fell instantly in love. I watched all of Kristen Dominique's videos back then. I watched all of Laura Lee's. They were like the first people that I discovered, Nicole Concilio, because back then it was kind of like more bigger. like they weren't even that big back then, you know what I mean? It was like I really got into makeup at the start of the hype of it. Then I just fell down the whole rabbit hole of makeup and started buying a lot of makeup. I really got into it. I really started buying makeup. I asked for makeup for all my presents that year for Christmas and stuff. And then I started getting so much makeup that I was like, okay, I'm never gonna use all of this makeup in my real life. So I think I'm gonna have to do an Instagram, because then I can justify purchasing all of this makeup. I also, when I was younger, really wanted to be an actress or a singer. I cannot sing. You never want to hear me sing, trust me. But that's what I've always been into, creativity or like creative jobs. Like I always wanted to be an actress or a singer or a fashion designer or something like that. And then, you know, I naturally have the skill set and the personality for management and business and all that kind of stuff. So I just fell into that. And, you know, obviously your parents encourage you, all that kind of thing, which is fine. And so it doesn't surprise me that I've gone down the YouTube path, because I have always had that tendency towards creativity and being an actress and all that kind of stuff. And so I did my IG, and then I just kind of, I don't know, it was just a natural progression. And when I started, I was very nervous. I tried to be like everyone else. I was really afraid to just be me, and everyone's tips was always like, just be yourself, like people follow you for your personality, which is 100% true. Except when you first start, it's really daunting to do that. And yeah, anyway, here we are with you fun people. Let's go on to the YouTube questions. Okay, Brooke. Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to say names. I feel like Brooke will be okay. Brooke, let's do your questions. What product first inspired you to get creative rather than just do an everyday look? Oh, good question. You know, I did them from the start, and you know why? Because I love editorial makeup. So when I first started my Instagram, I really was into like the editorial side of things. I wanted to, and that's why I edit my photos and stuff. I know some people, I have a girl comment on my Instagram the other day of my Natasha Denona retro look, and she was like, it's not this pink, and then put a Pinocchio thing, and I was like, I never said it wasn't edited, babe. It's saturation, and I do edit my pics. Not to fool you guys, like I zoom you in so close on my YouTube videos. I'm not hiding anything, you know what I mean? But I edit them because I wanted to be an actress or a model or whatever that kind of a thing was. So I really like to create my Instagram page as close to like a magazine as I can get. I'm not sure if I achieved that, but that's what I like. And that's how I started. I started with like more editorial. I'm not saying I succeeded, but that's what I started with. Like the aim was like more editorial kind of high-end stuff. And so I think I just kind of did it from the get-go, to be honest. What was your first non-drugstore palette that changed eyeshadow for you? Too Faced Sweet Peach, I'm looking at you. Yes, Too Faced Sweet Peach, I did not pick up. I don't know why. I think it sold out, and I was just like, I don't know why I didn't pick that up. I wasn't purchasing makeup then like I am now. Modern Renaissance, hands down. Modern Renaissance is probably still one of my all-time fave palettes. It's just got such a special place in my heart, and it's such good quality. How did you learn your application techniques, and any particular YouTubers really helped you learn via their tutorials? Makeup Missa, she's a Scottish gal, and she does really, really colourful, kind of almost outrageous looks. But she, I'm really not even paying any attention to this makeup look, so let's hope it turns out good. She helped my hooded eye game. Like, I know her looks aren't wearable, you guys. If you watch her for her specific techniques, you will get a lot out of her. She definitely changed my eyeshadow game, hands down. She's the sole reason that she changed my eyeshadow game. Hung Van Gogh, although he's really relatively new. Who the hell did I follow? I would really like deep dive into like deep YouTube of like Makeup Mario, like if he was like doing a promo or something, because obviously it's only recent that like Patrick Tar and Hung Van Gogh and all that kind of joined YouTube. But if you like Googled their like press junkets and stuff like that, you would find their like they would do little like promos and stuff for makeup companies, and they would show their techniques. So I learned a lot from like Googling that kind of stuff. And Alexandra O'Neill, those kinds of people. Sorry, this is gonna be so long, I'm so sorry. What were your products and brand habits before you really got invested in makeup? Good question, Brooke. I didn't really have any. I was very, very low maintenance. I had the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Compact Foundation, and I had a mascara, and I had a shitty, really shitty Maybelline eyeshadow palette, and that was about it. And a blush, I think. I had a lot of Bobbi Brown products, surprisingly, because I always used their concealers, their color corrector and their little 2 duo concealers, which I actually want to pick those up again because I used them literally for years. And that's about it. I really didn't have much at all. Do you have to apply a budget for your purchases? I don't have a channel, therefore makes it a business expense, but do you have to? Yes. My goal is to earn enough money on YouTube that it pays for the makeup because it is expensive. It's not about that for me. I would do it regardless. But yeah, I need to rein it in. This year especially, as my channel's I've taken my channel really seriously the last 2 years, and I mean, I just naturally love trying the new makeup products, to be honest with you. That's what makes me happy, is trying new makeup. I like testing formulas. That was horrible. I really like testing new formulas and different brands and stuff. So I do get into the habit of buying way too much makeup. I like reviewing new makeup for you guys as well, but genuinely it's more so because I personally have an interest in different formulas and how they work. So yeah, I should have a budget. Lately I really haven't because I've been trying to grow my channel, but I need to, and I'm actually going to try really hard not to buy a lot of makeup in December and January, like November, December, January. So I don't think it's going to succeed in November because of Black Friday and stuff. But yeah, I kind of roughly do, but I don't. And I try and only really purchase now makeup that I can review for the channel so that it might like pay itself back, that kind of a thing. How did the women in your life influence your makeup purchases and application? My mum didn't really. My mum's a very 90s makeup wearer, bless her little cotton socks. And she wears blue eyeshadow most of the time. She's ventured into green lately, which is cool. And brown lipstick. So her lipstick preference 100%. But she wasn't really too much into beauty herself really either. She's one of these people that doesn't have to even wear skincare and her skin looks so good. She's just, you know. They haven't. They really haven't. I know that's probably not a great answer either, but they haven't. I fell into it through creativity purposes, if that makes sense. So another question was, I'm curious to know what your filming setup is like. Your lighting and camera quality is outstanding. Thank you so much, because I am such a freaking perfectionist. And so to me, it's not. But a few of you have commented that, and I really genuinely appreciate the feedback because I try really hard. My filming setup is, I have 2 soft boxes, but the key was, you know, those really expensive lights that if you've watched Desi Perkins' YouTube setup video thing that she did a couple of years ago, she has those like $3,000, I think they're called Diva Kino's lights, and obviously that would be the goal, and Michelle Wong has that light too. I don't know about you, but I can't afford $3,000 for lighting right now. So I got the soft boxes, and then I bought the Diva Kino Flow softbox lights. And the trick is white balance, my friends. You need to learn about white balance. If you want your videos to look good, you need to learn about white balance, and you need to spend the money on quality bulbs for your softboxes or whatever lighting you're using, because if you're spending the money on the actual quality of the white balance, then you're gonna have better, truer color videos, if that kind of makes sense. I have a Canon 80D, which is discontinued, but I really like it. It's fine, and I just got the lens that it came with. It's the 18 to 55 mil. It's nothing fancy or anything like that, but it's fine. I do want a new lens eventually, but again, they're expensive. I have a Sennheiser microphone. I'll link all this down below for you. Again, audio is the other thing that I would spend the money on. This microphone was $300 Australian, I think. Maybe a bit more. I think I got it on sale, so I think I got it for, well, anyway. So yeah, do your research on what audio you want and spend the money on the bulbs. You don't have to spend your money on like the infrastructure of the lighting, but the bulbs. That would be my biggest tip for that. The other question this little lovely asked was, I'm curious to know if you've had any previous experience with being in front of the camera or public speaking. You come across so at ease and your personality really shines through. Any advice for getting comfortable while being filmed? Oh, thank you so much, first of all. Practice makes perfect. Seriously, practice makes perfect. I did drama in school. I naturally have, there's 2 things you should know about me. One thing is that if you were to ever see me in real life, one, come over and say hi, but you will think I'm probably cold and a biatch because I am I have social anxiety. Like I genuinely have social anxiety. If you meet me in a social setting, I really, really am uncomfortable, and I like it, and I want to meet you, and I want to talk to you, but I'm genuinely uncomfortable. Like and it's not you, it's me. Like I'm like, oh, do they think I'm stupid? Am I funny? I don't really know what to say. Like I get really in my head. But when it comes to me in a work setting, and I kind of think of, even though YouTube's my hobby and my passion, I still think of it like a job. I am very confident in my abilities. It's like the Capricorn in me. I'm very confident in my abilities. So I think I just naturally have the personality for it, but at the same time it was work. If you watch like my very first videos on this channel, they're still up. You know, you'll see the progression, and it's just practice makes perfect. The other thing is that there's a cup of tea. I don't know if this is the same, but there's a cup of tea for everybody. You know what I mean? Like you could be the juiciest peach and not everyone's still gonna love you, and that saying really rings true to me. So I just figure if I'm myself and I film the content that I want to film and do all of that jazz, then I'm going to attract the types of people that I want to engage with on here, instead of being something that I'm not. The other thing is that when you first start out, you really don't have a lot of eyeballs on you. I think that took me a really long time. I'm a really big perfectionist. It took me ages to realize that I'm not like Laura Lee, for example, where I'm going to get like, or Tati, where I'm going to get like millions of views. Like, you know, the first videos you'll put out, you might get like 50 views depending on the video that you put out. And so because of that, I just really was like, well, it doesn't really matter because no one's gonna see it really. And then because you don't really care and you're yourself on camera, more people watch you because they're like, you're genuine. At least that's what I hope I come across like. So yeah, I don't have any training or anything like that, but I did a lot of drama in school, and I'm not afraid of I'm very confident in my abilities. And like, that's the thing, ladies, like, and gentlemen, but ladies, I'm speaking to you because we all have this issue. Like, F all of the men and all that like misogynistic bullshit that we get in the workplace. You know what I'm talking about? Like, fuck all of that off. Be yourself. Be who you are. Step into your power. You have a lot to bring to the table, regardless of whether you have the expert, like the knowledge, etc. or not. You are still you. And because of that, you have something that nobody else will bring to the table, which is your own point of view and opinion and personality. So just step into your power, embrace it, and fuck what everybody else thinks, because I get really passionate about this. I could do a whole video about it, because honestly, life is too short and no one gives two shits. I don't know about you, but I'm more concerned about me than I am about anyone else around me most of the time in public. I'm more thinking, do I look like an idiot than you? But also, you're the only person that's gonna worry about you. So worry about you and fuck everyone else's opinion off, because like I said, you can be the juiciest peach and someone's still gonna hate peaches. So you just gotta do it, and then be confident in the fact that it's okay to be who you are. You know, as long as you're not hurting people. Don't be an asshole, but you know. Sorry, you probably got more than you bargained for there. I don't know if you've ever visited the States before. I have. I freaking love America, as I've already covered. If you had the chance, where in the States or anywhere in the world would you like to visit? I always wanted to visit Australia. Oh, you're from California. I love California so much. So I'm always curious about where the Aussies would like to go. Aussies travel, you guys. Aussies travel. We go everywhere. I don't think there's a country that an Aussie wouldn't go, to be honest with you. It's a big thing for us traveling, probably because we live in the middle of nowhere. I have been to America. I freaking love America. LA and Vegas are actually my two favorite spots in America. I know that's probably very generic, but I've been to LA like 14 times, so I feel like LA is like a local for me now almost, and I think that's the trick. If you go to LA on like a holiday, you kind of probably hate it, and then you like really get to know the spots. I'd love to live in Vegas. I love everything about Vegas, but I want to go everywhere. If the option was to literally see every country in the world, I would do it. Okay, firstly, certain continents may or not be a little more interesting than the others. I hope you're safe and well. Thank you so much. I hope you are all safe and well, and I hope and pray that we are through this mess sometime soon. What self-care remedies do you regularly turn to when you feel stressed? I get to that point because I have a lot going on, as you can imagine. What do I turn to? I think I unplug from social media. That's my self-care. I unplug from social media and my phone and my computer, and I like do something with my partner, like leave the house. Coffee or tea? Coffee, girlfriend. Coffee. I drink way too much coffee. It's not healthy, and I'm not here for anyone telling me that I should stop. How old are you in your head? Ooh. I think it depends on the day, because if you ask my partner, he'll probably say I'm 6. I don't know. I kind of feel 31 at the same time, because I do feel like I've gained a lot of wisdom. I'm kind of an old soul in a lot of ways. But then at the same time, I really do have a very childlike personality. It depends on the circumstance. At work, I would be 31, and I'm very like, I'm such a different person in work to outside of work. My friend Shannon watches my videos, and I bet you she'll comment and go, yes, you are. Inside of work, I'm 31, and I am I'm confident in myself. Outside of work, I'm probably like 12. And I like to be silly and goofy, and I'm high energy, and I love to be spontaneous, and yeah. What are your top 3 dishes for your favorite meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Breakfast is just plain and simple bacon and eggs. I love bacon. Sorry, my fellow vegans. Lunch would be, I love a sandwich, you guys. I love sandwiches. I really do. And then dinner, pizza. Pool or ocean? Pool. I like walking beside the ocean, but I had this really bad experience when I was a teenager where I went in the waves and it pulled my bikini off, so no thank you. Okay, here's my friend Shannon actually. I would like to see your original makeup routine. She keeps wanting me to do my original makeup routine, you guys. My original makeup routine is powder, foundation, and some mascara. So Shan, it's like the quickest video, but I'll try. I'll find the products that I use and I'll try. Okay, top 3 people who inspire you in work, life, and everything in between. Brene Brown. I really, really love Brene Brown. I think that she is phenomenal. She didn't get her start until past 30, and I think as women we tend to kind of can have the view, or the world can have the view of us like our lives are over at 30, which really gives me the shits. So definitely Brene Brown. Honestly, the people around me, I don't think I have just top 3 people. Like the people around me, like Shannon, who asked this question, like she inspires me every single day, because she has so many traits and qualities that I don't have, that and she's so dedicated, and the way she has fun and everything. I really admire her. I really admire my fiance. He is probably my biggest idol. I love him, and just everything that he does in his life is so inspiring. He's really changed me for the better. And my mum, she's just such an amazing person. Like the fact that she's been through what she's been through in her life, and can still smile at the end of the day. I just adore that. So yeah, I think the people around me. How did you and your fiance meet? We met at where I work. He doesn't work there anymore, but that's where we met. I knew the second I laid eyes on my fiance that he was my man. I knew. Not in a creepy way, probably in a creepy way for him. He's probably listening to this going, Jesus, could have run for the hills. But yeah, I knew the second I laid my eyes on him. Do you think you'll ever do drugstore makeup reviews? I don't think so. I know that I do a lot more expensive makeup, and I'm sorry. I do like drugstore makeup. I do have products that I like. I just really... I got caught up buying a lot of drugstore makeup, and then I didn't like half of it. Especially drugstore eyeshadows, and I know people are going to probably come for me for that, but that's fine. It's not that I don't like drugstore makeup. I like a lot of complexion drugstore, but yeah, I don't think so. I get my joy from luxury makeup, to be honest. I really, really do. So I might sprinkle in some drugstore stuff, but I really like, I don't know, let me know in the comments. I have asked before if you guys wanted to see drugstore, and a lot of you, like pretty much 90% of you said no, so that's why I kind of haven't either. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more drugstore. What's your favorite thing to do on a date night? Watch Harry Potter and eat donuts and ice cream. Do you have siblings? I have an older brother. What do you think about using one palette for 1 week? I have been thinking about that. My friend Emily does those videos, and her videos are incredible, and she inspires me on YouTube. So I think I will do that. What's your favorite color scheme for palettes? Like Natasha Denona Glam. Cool tones, I think. Oh, someone asked cool or warm tones, or both actually, on Instagram. Cool tones at the moment, but it depends on the day. But I do like both. Honestly, I really do. What was your first makeup item you remember purchasing? This really, really, like, when I was a teenager, this really, really crappy mascara that had a clear end on it, so that my parents wouldn't know that I was wearing it. Your favorite brands? Do you like indie brands? After ND and PMG, I've turned more less priced products like Kaleidos, Juvia's, Odin's Eye, and I'm so excited about them. hope well or I see your kitties on your channel. I know a lot of you want to see the cats on the channel, so hopefully I've done that. Okay, so I love indie brands. Sydney Grace is my favorite indie brand, and yes, I do want to pick up more of them. Let me know again if that's something that you guys would want to see. And I love Kaleidos, absolutely. My favorite brand is obviously Pat McGrath. I think Pat McGrath, Charlotte Tilbury, Sydney, I don't know. Pat McGrath is just my favorite brand. Let's just leave it at that. What was your reason to do makeup videos? I think I've covered that. I don't know. I love the process of putting on makeup. I really do. The whole process of it. It's not the wearing of makeup, it's the process. Is it fun? Yes. Yes, it is. Hard work? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I find it really hard to, like a video, you guys, just one video. This video will take longer because it's obviously so long, but a video takes me a good 8 hours, if not 12. Like this kind of video will take 12 because the editing behind it, although it shouldn't need too much editing because I'm just talking the whole way through. But then again, you get the problem with like people are going to watch such a long video, so who knows if anyone even watches this. How old are you? 31. Do you live in a city or a country? I live in a city, but it's like a smaller city in Australia, so it's not too big. I don't love big cities, but I also, oh no, I like the country. I grew up horse riding my whole life, so I love country. Do you film makeup only what you really like, or do you buy makeup blind only because of YT? No, I will not purchase a makeup product, you guys, that I don't actually want. Maybe every now and then I might, if you guys really want me to review the product. I don't want to waste anything. I really do try and use all of my makeup. When will we see your cats? Hopefully today. You're going on a trip and only have room to take one eye palette. What palette it is? Those are fighting words, Stephanie. Do I have to pick? Probably. I'm gonna say Natasha Denona Glam, because I will not take my Pat McGrath palettes on a trip for risk of them breaking. So someone asked what I do for work and then how do I balance it. It's really hard, you guys. It's really hard. That's why some weeks I just can't get the videos up. Basically, I work either my job or YouTube 24/7. It's hard to have a life. I think some of my friends really get frustrated with me because I can't just see them as much and they kind of don't understand. I think the whole, like, because I'm 31, they're probably like thinking, bless their little hearts, like, the fuck's she doing? She's 31 years old trying to make it on YouTube. But I don't care, because even if I don't make it to the level that I would like to, I'm still gonna do it because I love it that much. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Honestly, I just don't know how else to tell you. I do it 24/7, you guys. Also, how has your makeup purchasing habits changed since starting YouTube? They haven't, really. I'm more strategic. I try and actually, like, I think back when I was just doing Instagram, I just tried to pick them up on, like, pick up the products more so on sale rather than straight away. But now I pick them up straight away so that I can review them for you guys. I'm just gonna put my lip liner on. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly finish my lips and my hair, and then I'll come back and I'll finish the rest of the question. Okay, side note, finished makeup look, and for not paying attention, I'm very happy with how this has turned out. So there you go. I like this eye look. It is, because I know that you're gonna ask me, it is this, this shade from Sublime, and then this, like, just lightly pressed over the top, and then just the mattes, like brown mattes. Okay, I think we were talking about makeup purchasing habits. Yeah, I try and buy releases now, like, on launch day so that I can have the reviews up for you guys so that you don't spend your money on something that maybe is or isn't good. And I do like to buy more new makeup regularly just so that you guys aren't getting bored, but also that's just a me thing. I really do use YouTube to justify my makeup spending, to be honest, you guys. Do you have any other random hobbies besides YouTube and makeup, and if so, what are they? Mostly just travel. I love to travel. And that's kind of it. It's like travel and makeup. All right. Oh my God, we made it. We did all of the questions. I hope this was like actually interesting and somewhat fun for you guys and helped for you to get to know me a little bit better. I probably wasn't like as fun as engaging because I was trying to do my makeup and answer the questions at the same time. But I hope that you liked it and found it fun in some way. let me know your thoughts, and if you have more questions, I guess we can do a part 2 down the track. But yeah, that is this is the end of the video. All of the products I used today, you guys, will be linked down below in the description box, and my filming equipment, I'll try and remember to link that as well for you guys, just in case you're wondering. If you want me to do a more in-depth like YouTube-y video, like how I do this, let me know. I'm happy to give you all of my secrets. They're not secrets. I'm also not the expert, but I'm happy to do that for you guys. So please let me know. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it was so long, and probably, I hope it wasn't boring. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.